Welcome back. Well, it looks like there's some big things brewing with the top caps. That'd be Bitcoin and Ethereum. But in amongst that, there's a lot of other setups as well. I mean, we can go through this, in more detail because there's so many of these coins that have the same kind of setup right now. I mean, so many of them. All right, and we'll go through those on the live stream. If you remember the Patreon, we've got live stream tomorrow and on Friday. And we can look at each one of those setups that you bring to the table. But for me personally, one of my favourite setups is this one here, CELR network. Right, so we're looking at CELR here on Tether rather than Bitcoin pairing on Sats basically. So what we see here is a nice conversion baseline cross, arguably effectively taken place above the cloud over here. You could argue that it's not clear, but I'll go with it. All right, I'll go with that. Followed by a golden cross. Two really nice setups for a long-term continuation move. Right, now we've broken above this, and it would appear that we look as though we want to stay above this blue box territory. This dates back all the way to the ICO when it came back, when it came onto the market, died a death, had a bounce, and then sort of, I suppose, died completely. So it's been coming back to life ever since the March crash. Like many coins all did this. A big dump down and then a massive continuous rally. What is this, about 1,050% or something along those lines? Getting close to that, so it's a really big move, alright? So now what sort of move we're going to be looking to make? Well, personally, I'd be quite happy to see it come up to this zone. I would imagine it's going to take over that though and surpass that on this move, right? So that, I'm not saying it's going to do it all in one go. Sometimes I really feel as though I'm taking out of context when I talk about these. Now I'm looking at this on a daily time frame, all right? So because it's a daily time frame, it's slow. It's going to be slow. Within reason, slow, all right? We're looking for a 50% move from here to here, more or less, and you know, if you're trying to get 50% out of anything, it's normally going to take a little while. This, in my opinion, it's very difficult to put a time frame on this, but the way that it's moving, the way that it's going, we're not really supposed to do this, but if we measure this on an average trajectory for the center of the Bollinger Band, if it were to continue with this move up here, this is the only real way that I'd be able to give you a rough time frame as to how it's going to get up here and how long it's going to take for it to get up here. And again, you're not really supposed to do this. We've done a very rough and ready average of where this 20 daily moving average is going to be moving, and we'll use that as what could technically become a support zone, right? Each time it makes a stair step up. So if we were to judge this by that, which again is very rough and ready, this isn't going to take very long at all. It will take, where would we be up to about this zone? About 2.5 months before we've reached this all-time high. Minimum, all right, a minimum. Now obviously it could fail, of course it could fail, but we'll know if it's failed because it would have broken down below this zone here. So I've been saying, I think my first video on this was maybe a week or two ago, and we're looking to break above here. Now we've broken above here, we've been supported on the major moving averages. We're above all of them at the moment. I like the look of it. I think it's going to keep going. I have no reason to doubt its strength on this run, and I think that this is the kind of move that it's going to be looking to do. And when these moves get going, there will be big spikes and dumps. Maybe not quite that big, but you see what I mean. It'll spike up bigger and then come back down to test. Spike up bigger, come down to test. There's so many of these setups at the moment that, if you're looking for entry points, and I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice. Entry points are to be done appropriately. You can either play the long game and wait for it to come down and test the 20 exponential, or you could get in early, I suppose, and try and catch it on a bounce like this on the 10 exponential. Either way, it's going to be stair-steppy, it's going to be jagged, it's going to go up, it's going to come down, but essentially this is the bottom line of support, roughly, that we're looking to hold, leading us up to this previous peak in about, within a 2.5 month period. I like it. I'm going to continue with it. Itchy cloud, conversion baseline cross, coupled with a golden cross, everything's diverging, we're making stair steps up. I like it. I think it's good to go. I will leave it with you there, but thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, join my Telegram chat, it's free if you want to take it to the next level. I've got a Patreon where it's £7.50 a month, access to 2 live streams every week. Ask me anything you want. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day, and take it easy.